Yarrney.
Hello, welcome to Yarrney. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make this 3D letter U. It's super easy to make. So the material you will need for this project are, of course, yarn. So I'm using the Big Twist Plush yarn. It's a bulky number 5 weight. If you're using a different yarn, that's perfectly fine. If it's a bigger yarn, the project will simply be bigger. If it's a smaller yarn, the project will simply be smaller. Other than yarn, I will need a yarn needle. So I'm using this 5.5 millimeter crochet hook to go with my yarn. If you're using a different yarn, just make sure your hook matches with the yarn. Scissors to cut your yarn, yarn needle. Don't worry, there's no sewing. It's just to hide the yarn tail at the very end. And you will need some fiber fill or anything you have to basically stuff your project, the middle here, so you have the 3D effect. Now, in terms of stitches, so you will need to know the slip knot and chain, the single crochet, the increase technique, and the decrease technique. Now, if you're unfamiliar with any of these stitches and technique, don't worry, I will go slow at least once in this tutorial so you can follow along. Otherwise, we do have very slow and detailed tutorial on the Yarrney channel that you can watch to master these stitches and techniques. In order to do the 3D letter U, we have to do 2 of these flat letter U's. Then we will put one on top of each other, do single crochet on the outside border, put fiber fill in the middle to have the 3D effect. The letter U is worked in 2 parts. The first part, basically, we start at the bottom, going all the way up to here and all the way up to the left leg here, and then we do the right leg. As a starting point, we will do a slip knot and chain foundation. So to do the slip knot, you take the tail end of your yarn, you wrap it around your index finger, you bring it on top of your working yarn. The working yarn here is the part that's attached to your ball of yarn. You take the working yarn, wrap it around your index finger, so you have 2 loops on your finger. Take the back loop forward like this and tighten it. So then you insert your hook, tighten it again. So then we're ready to do our chain foundation. To do a chain, it's basically wrapping the yarn around the hook like this, and then you pull the yarn with your hook through this loop on the hook here. Just like this, and you have 1 chain. We have to do a total of 15 chains. So we have 1 done, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So now that we're done with our chain foundation, we're ready for row number 1. Row number 1, we will start with an increase stitch, starting from the 2nd chain from the hook. So the loop on the hook does not count as a chain. The first chain from the hook is this first V formation here that we will skip. The second V formation here, the next one, is the 2nd chain from the hook. We will insert 2 single crochet in this same 2nd chain from the hook, which will be an increase stitch. To do a single crochet, you insert your hook in this 2nd chain from the hook, pull the yarn back through the chain, so you have 2 loops on your hook, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through both loops. So this is a single crochet, and like I said, we need to do an increase, so we do a 2nd single crochet in this exact same spot we just did the stitch, and this is an increase stitch. After that, the next 12 stitches are just going to be 1 single crochet in each chain, in each of the next 12 chains. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then you will have 1 last chain that is not worked on at the very end here, and this will be an increase stitch. So inserting 2 single crochet in this last chain. Okay, so 1 and 2. So that is row number 1. Then we will chain 1 in between each row, turn our project around because we want to work from the right towards the left. The chain does not count as a stitch. So for row 2, at the very first stitch at the base here, you will do an increase stitch again. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So 1 and 2. And then you will do 14 single crochet, 1 in each of the next 14 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14. And lastly, you have a stitch not worked on. It's going to be an increased stitch at the very end here. So 2 single crochet in this last stitch, 1 and 2, and that concludes row number 2. Now chain 1, turn our project around. Row 3, again we will start with an increased stitch, so 2 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 and 2, and then the next 16 stitches will be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then the very last stitch will be an increased stitch, so 2 single crochet in this last stitch, 1 and 2, and that concludes row number 3. We chain 1, turn our project around. Row 4, again, very similar concept. We will start with an increased stitch, 2 single crochet in this first stitch, then the next 18 stitches will be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then the last stitch of the row here, we will do an increased stitch, just like we did in the previous row. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And then this ends row 4. Chain 1, turn our project around. Row 5, starting with an increased stitch again. 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 1 and 2. Then the next 20 stitches will be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. And then the very last stitch here is going to be an increase stitch. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 1 and 2, and this ends row number 5. Now for row 6 and 7, it's going to be 24 single crochet in each row. So chain 1, turn our project around. So very, very straightforward. 1 single crochet in each stitch for a total of 24 per row. So row 6, we started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22, 23, and then 24. So this is row 6. Then we chain 1, turn our project around. Same thing for row 7, 24 single crochet. So 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in each stitch. So I already completed 3, so I'm doing number 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24. So this is a row 7 ended. Now chain 1, turn our project around. Row 8, it's a very short row. So we're going to start with 7 single crochet. So 1, 2, so 1 stitch in each of the first 7 stitch here. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And then we will do a decrease stitch. So decrease stitch is basically merging 2 stitch together. So the next 2 stitch here, we are merging them together. So insert your hook in the next stitch, pull the yarn back through the stitch, then you insert your hook in the following stitch here, then pull the yarn back. So then at this point you have 3 loops on your hook, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through all 3 loops, and this is a decrease stitch. So that's it for row 8. We chain 1, turn our project around. So basically now we're working up the left leg of the U. So row 9 all the way to row 30, it's the exact same thing. All we're doing is 8 single crochet in each row. So that's a total of 22 rows where you just do 8 single crochet in each row. So basically you just do 1 single crochet in each stitch here. So 1, so this is my row 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and that ends row number 9. So in between each row, chain 1, turn our project around, row 10, 8 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and this is row number 10. So you just basically go ahead and do that all the way until you reach row 30. So don't forget to chain 1 in between each row, turn your project around. So continue building this 8 single crochet in each row, and I will meet you here at the end of row 30 once you've reached row 30. So I just completed the last stitch of row 30 here. So at this point we can cut the yarn because this is the end of part 1. Doesn't need to be too long. So here, just pull onto the yarn with your hook like this to secure the last stitch, and we're basically ready to move on to part 2. So at this point your project basically looks like this. Now what we're going to do is this other leg here, and you want to start from this bottom portion here, and you want to count 10 stitches. So each bump here is 1 stitch, or if you look from the top, each V formation is a stitch. So count 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Under the 10th stitch, insert your hook. Then we can just take the yarn. I just put it on the hook and I pull it through the 10th stitch like this. And then we are ready to do row 1 of part 2. So the first stitch will be a decrease stitch. So the next 2 stitch here, we are merging them together. So insert your hook in the next stitch. Use your finger to hold on to this loose end here to make sure it's tight. And then pull the yarn back through the stitch. Insert your hook in the following stitch. Pull the yarn back. So at this point you have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through all 3 loops. So this is our first stitch. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitch. So 1 in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is row 1 completed. Now for row 2 all the way to 23. So again, it's a total of 22 rows. It's the exact same thing as you did on this side. So you just do 8 single crochet in each row for 22 rows straight. In between each row, we chain 1. Always turn our project around. So then we do 8 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is our row 2. Then chain 1, turn our project around. Row 3, again 8 single crochet in each stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So then you just basically continue, chain 1 in between each row, turn your project around all the way until you reach row number 23. So it will be the same height as this leg here. So it's a total of 22 rows. So go ahead and do that and I will meet you at. So I just completed the last stitch of part 2 here. So at this point we have 2 options. So if this is the first flat letter U that you have done, what you can do is go ahead and basically cut your yarn and then you just pull onto the yarn with your hook like this to secure the stitch. But if, like me, you have 2 of these letter U's, do not cut your yarn because we would just use this yarn and continue doing single crochet on the outside border to merge the 2 pieces. So at this point, what you can do is just put one piece on top of the other, make sure it's perfectly aligned, and we can start doing our single crochet around the border. So if you have these little yarn tails on the outside, just bring them inside the project as you close the project so that it's not going to show on the outside of the project. So very easy. What you do, once it's perfectly aligned on both sides here, you insert your hook from one side to the other, and then you just do your single crochet as usual. So like this, you're basically merging the two pieces together here. And then you just continue doing that. All around. So as you shut the project, don't forget to put fiber fill in the middle or anything you have at home so that the project will end up being a 3D project. And then, yeah, so just continue doing that around the outside. One thing I like to do when I reach a corner that I want to be a sharper, I like to insert 2 single crochet in the corner. So say I insert my first single crochet in this corner here, and then I insert a second single crochet in this exact same corner, just so that it looks a little bit more sharp. And then you just continue doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. So once you've gone around all around the project and you've shut, how we will finish, it's just doing a slip stitch. So insert your hook in the next stitch, and then you will pull the yarn back through the stitch and through the loop on the hook. So this is a slip stitch. Then you cut your yarn, doesn't need to be too long. Then you pull the yarn with your hook like this to secure the last stitch, tighten it. Then we would just use a yarn needle. It's not for sewing or anything. I just want to hide the yarn inside the project. So you just insert your yarn needle inside the project, coming out anywhere, and then that's it. You cut your yarn, and this is how you do a 3D letter U. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Thank you so much for watching.